Hey guys, how are you all doing? So Dan from Trading with Dan here. This is our Bitcoin evening wrap up. So go straight over to those charts. So yeah, as you can see, on the 4-hour chart, we dipped below that 9,000 support again. But we have basically been moving back up, and we are testing again this 9,200 zone, which is basically where we need to get back above. This is where obviously where our our problem is going to be if we don't. So you can see we've kind of got this trend line coming in as well. Maybe not the most perfectly drawn trend line. It could be in a few different slight angles. But yeah, it does look to me like we are back testing the trend line basically, and also the support as new resistance. So overall, I wouldn't say it's looking very good, to be honest. Obviously the stock market's not as bad as it was actually. This is having a bit of a rally now, so maybe this will help us get back above that 9,200. But obviously obviously overall the trend is maybe not looking quite so good. We have pretty much we are basically confirming like a downtrend here, in all fairness. We've obviously got this high, lower high, lower high, and then we've got, I mean, you can call this the low, lower low, lower low, and now lower low. If we sort of ignore this wick, which didn't come down to here on most exchanges, just BitMEX. But yeah, so definite confirmed downtrend. We can't really argue with that. Which it does obviously leave getting above 9,800 to break this downtrend, which just seem a long way away from price now, where it would seem like it will be a lot easier for us to get down to this 8,600, which is less than half the distance dollar wise. So yeah, obviously we've got this potential sort of falling wedge that we've drawn. But yeah, I mean, we obviously broke down out of that and have wicked out it a few times, but we are getting back into it. But looking like we are getting rejected from these trend lines, so it definitely looks bearish at the moment. Where our posture at the moment, and what I would say is the same as I said in this morning's video, is that it's not so bad if we come down to 8,600 and get supported here, and then start to move back up. But if we break below here, then if we break below, obviously, I mean, if we just zoom out a bit, if we break below this sort of level here, which is the level I'm in question, then it pretty much definitely confirms a downtrend, and we're out of this box that at the moment we can sort of claim that we're in, which I feel like we can claim we're in. I am claiming that we are in this box. So yeah, that's all we've got really. Not a lot has happened too much price action wise today. Not really too much else to talk about in the price action. We'll have a look at the Stokes. We'll have a look at those whilst we're here. 4-hour Stokes is nicely moving up. So I do think we can get back up to that 9,200 and potentially break above it. But it still doesn't really leave us in a much better position, unless we obviously take out the 9,500 level and then obviously make our way up to try and make a new high. Obviously if we break above the 9,200 like we potentially can, and then we get rejected at 9,400 straight 500 area, it's just another lower high, isn't it? Another lower high, and if we come back down from there, I mean, it would be pretty certain that selling the break of the 9,200 level would take us all the way down to 8,500 and then potentially further. But we'd have to see. Obviously, if we do get a rally up to around 9,400 and then we do come back down to around 9,000, it would very much look like we would have to then test this level first. Maybe it would form a bit more of an overall descending channel. We could maybe turn this, to be honest, it probably would look better as a descending channel. Let me just unlock my drawing tool, see if I can grab the right one here. I can. Yeah, I mean, drawing it like this actually probably makes more sense, to be honest. and a descending channel, much like a descending wedge. A descending wedge basically is a descending channel, but obviously where it's just not, the lines aren't completely is it perpendicular? Completely perpendicular to each other. Basically the same. Yeah, if they're not the same, then obviously it's not going to be a channel, and it's going to form a wedge. But yeah, or just so either like a broadening wedge, or just a normal wedge. But yeah, so you can see this channel does actually make a lot of sense. I may leave this in. So I mean, based on this, again, it's the same level. Look, we would probably end up coming in. Oh gosh, sorry guys, sorry for the yawning fits I'm having again. We could probably meet it around here, which should be around 9,400 on the top of this trend line. And if that doesn't look like a fantastic sell, then yeah, I don't know what would. A level there, it just would. And by fantastic sell, I just mean a good risk reward trade. I mean, you're potentially targeting all the way down here, and then you could have your stop. I mean, really, you could even have your stop up here, on the basis that the size of the move you're going for. But you could have it tighter than that, because obviously if we break above here, we sort of break out the top of the wedge, and then we could have a massive run up. So you'd probably want to play the stop twice tighter, which is fine, because it just means your risk reward is even greater. But yeah, potential descending triangle coming in there. We've also got this line from our macro, our big time frame trend line back from the 20Ks. It's been a bit slow my internet today. But yeah, so we've got to really keep an eye on this, because I do think we'll get our direction from stocks, and I just have the feeling that they're just not gonna let stocks go down until November. I know there's a lot of things weighing on them, and there's a lot of issues, and they do. I mean, the stock markets do definitely are looking pretty weak. I mean, they're looking very similar to Bitcoin in all fairness. Obviously, we know the chart is roughly similar. I mean, we've had our move up, we've had our move down, our move up. And now, I mean, stock markets look very much like they're forming a descending triangle, and they've got this is an important horizontal level, very important horizontal level. So if this does get taken out, then it's a fully confirmed downtrend, and then it's where we're going to get caught. I mean, you'd realistically look for the 382, which is nicely lining with this horizontal here. So I mean, that would be the initial target if we're not going to get lower lows, heaven forbid. I mean, that just would be a disaster, wouldn't it? Could you imagine? Can you just imagine, like, the crazy buying in the stock markets by all just people that probably aren't really aware of the risks, and then we take out these lows and absolutely destroy them. Doesn't bear thinking of, does it? And anyway, there's not. I mean, it's the pension funds and everybody else as well. Really, like, it's gonna really suffer from that. But I mean, what can they do? Can they stop it? I mean, they can just print more money, can't they, and buy more things? So, yeah. Don't even get me started on that, guys. Anyway, also, I have been finalizing. I've been doing a lot of research on the altcoins that I've been looking at. I mean, almost all of them are new sort of DeFi type tokens, new app that tokens linked to sort of DeFi, and like Web 3.0. There's not really any of the old ones on here, apart from a couple which are, well, linked. You could link one of the old ones, but links on there. XRP is on there as a speculative buy, just because it's so low at the moment, in both BTC and USD. But that's just I don't even really. I feel silly saying that, but it's just on there based on a risk reward with the chart, because you can get big pumps in that coin. Dogecoin is another one of the sort of the older ones, because Dogecoin is used to trade a lot of like the smaller alts. It's used as liquidity. Ethereum as well. I think Ethereum has got a lot of potential over Bitcoin. I mean, if I had to hold Ethereum or Bitcoin right now, I would hold Ethereum, because I know that PayPal's talking about crypto, but it may the signs are there, that PayPal is going to probably lean towards Ethereum rather than Bitcoin. And also there's going to be Ethereum's getting locked up. There's going to be staking of Ethereum coming at some point, maybe soon. At which point then Ethereum is going to be worth a lot more as it gets locked up. But the rest of the coins though are lots of other sort of different ones. And as I've been going through some of them today, a lot of them are up like 5, 10%. A couple of them even up like 20% today. So these coins have been really pumping this year. But do I think it's a bad time to get into them after they've already pumped? Well, I think they're going to pump more. I don't think this is the end of the pump. And also, I've got at the moment 28 coins. I've got some that I prefer a lot more than others, and I've got my favourite 1 or 2 or 3 coins out of them. And yeah, I mean, out of all these coins, you just got to keep on looking for the ones that will get nice entries in, and then buy them, and then obviously when we get pumps, take some out, and then obviously look for the rest of them. Just basically we've got 28 coins to choose from, just so we can choose our entries. We don't have to jump in at any of these coins at any particular time, so we can pick the entries, pick when we can take some profits. And very simply, my strategy with alts, I have done this before in the past when I've traded alts, which was a long time ago, like 2017 long time ago. Basically I'd buy some, and then as soon as I get a 2x, I'll then take my investment out, and then I'll look for another coin to put it in, and that coin can either be a coin I haven't invested in or a new one that I've seen that I like, or one that I'm already invested that hasn't had a pump yet, or has had a pump and I've taken some money out and it's come down again, and sort of I shift the money around that way. So I'm sort of like, and I kind of look at it in a way, in a perspective of I'm actually accumulating coins. I'm accumulating more coins, not necessarily looking at it in exactly the fiat value wise. So like when a coin goes up quite a bit, I will then take some of that out and then put it into a coin that hasn't gone up quite a bit, or has gone up a bit and then come back down again. And as obviously if I took some out when it had its pump, and I sort of shift around, so I'm just increasing the number of coins. So as long as I'm shifting around between the pairs, increasing the number of coins, even if we get like a big dump in Bitcoin, a big dump in the USD value, I still overall shouldn't be doing too bad, because like I said, I am accumulating more and more of these coins, the actual number of these tokens that I own in total. So that's how I play alts. So I will explain that strategy in detail, and yeah, obviously we're going to start the altcoin videos. I'll do daily videos on what I'm looking at and everything that I'm doing and what I'm buying. But yeah, that's the strategy really, and at the moment we've got it down to 28 coins. Some of them are obviously, well, I mean, out of the legacy coins, there's only really Ethereum, XRP, Link, which isn't necessarily so much a legacy alt, and then maybe Dogecoin. The rest of them are all very different ones, mainly decentralized ones. A lot of them are on Binance as well. Most of them, in all fairness, are on Binance. And then the ones that aren't on Binance are on a couple of other platforms, but I'll tell you about those as well. And I've set them up anyway, so I'll show you them. But they're basically the best platforms that these other coins are available on. I've also made a list, and I will tell you guys about that too. So I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty looking forward to that, because I do feel that Bitcoin is going to struggle, basically based on this chart. And that there's definitely opportunities in alts. I mean, even just like I'll just let me just get coin market cap up. Just one of the alts that I used to buy a lot, around $2. I used to trade a lot, was and it's a good coin, is Quant, and this is on my list as well, but just because it's a good one. But yeah, this is at $9, and if you look at what it's done this year to date, obviously in March everything collapsed, but where did it come down to? It came down to about $2, but even before that it was only around $3 or $4, but then it went up to about $6, came down to about $4 or $5 again, and then it's now up at $8. So I mean, I did see it at these prices and just think, oh, I should really just buy them, but I've just never really been massively into buying alts recently. But yeah, I should really have bought more around the $2-3 mark because I know it's a good project. And then look, it's at $8. Yeah, so in fact, I do still have some of these tokens actually on IDEX, on my IDEX account still. I left some tokens on there, maybe only about 40 quant tokens, but yeah, I remember just leaving some on there because I thought, oh, I'll just leave it. You never know, they could 100x. But yeah, I still probably only bought those around $2.5. But anyway, yeah, that's just one of them. But this is just one from before. This isn't one that I've been doing research. One of my more recently researched ones. But yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that anyway. And I know a lot of you guys do trade alts a lot more than a lot. Yeah, a lot of you guys trade alts, don't you? So and yeah, so I think I've got some good ones. I think we're in a good sector that could blow up. We could have the big bull run there. I mean, you just got to look at how Link trades relative to BTC. Anyway, with regard like what am I trying to say? Regardless of what a BTC does, Link has been just trending upwards and been doing well. So, I mean, Bitcoin may have a bad run, but I do think that we can still make money even if Bitcoin's going down in some of these coins. And like I've told you guys, now that's this little upwards move in Bitcoin, I think is at risk. This move all the way up. I've held all my BTC in BTC this whole time, and now I'm thinking, right, we could potentially go down. So if we go down, I want to be looking for something else. And then even if we go up, I'm going to look for other things that are potentially going to pump even more Bitcoin than Bitcoin will pump anyway. So that's what I'm looking at, guys. That's what I'm looking at. We're looking to make some big altcoin gains. So to be honest, the way I look at it, trading BTC on leverage or trading altcoins that are higher risk with no leverage. That's the way I see it. Obviously, I can't get, not that I get liquidated when I'm trading on leverage, because obviously I have my stops and I know where my liquidation price is. But yeah, I mean, we're not going to get liquidated on any of these coins. So yeah, so right, that's it, guys. So thanks for listening. Look out for the altcoin video tomorrow, and I will speak to you then. So yeah, remember, not financial advice. Again, not a financial advisor. I'll just be telling you what I'm doing trading wise, and obviously that's it. That's all I'm doing. But yeah, so thanks for listening. I'll speak to you tomorrow.